What's good, G's? So we're out here in nature and we're going to talk about some pretty supernatural stuff. So before we get into it, I want to say that if aliens exist, they look how you look. And what if God only makes angels? So with that being said, if God only makes angels, then angels look like me and you, and angels could look like aliens. So then Jesus could be a time traveling alien. So we'll get into that. All of this thing is coming to light because three things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And they can't hide the sun and the moon as easy as they can hide the truth. And now the truth is out there and people are accessing it. And we're talking about these things. And the reality is stranger than fiction. What we're talking about does sound like science fiction, but the idea of the base reality of what we're talking about is true. And speaking of base reality, whether you believe this is a simulation or whether this is base reality or that there's no such thing as God or whatever. But I'm just saying there's a such thing as God, and God is watching us now. But if you believe that this is a simulation and you believe that your consciousness is not the primary thing and that matter is created consciousness and consciousness does not create matter and consciousness is just a byproduct of a brain and this can be simulated, I think Elon Musk believes the odds of this being a simulation are very high and this being base reality are very low. But even if that's the case, these individuals that are able to wake up in the simulation are able to get down to base reality in the simulation and work from there and connect themselves to that and bring that information to the simulation to enlighten and help the simulation. So even if this is a simulation of just ones and zeros, this is the realest thing that we're experiencing now. So why not do the things to make this the better experience for ourselves and our future generations, right? Why ruin the simulation for others to experience? Because when we come in, we love the simulation when we are kids, right? And odds are most people that are parenting are protecting their kids from the simulation as the simulation degrades, and then they get out into the simulation, into the world, and then they have to deal with it and they have to realize, and I get that, the protection deal, but that's not helping the situation because the simulation is still degrading and that individual that's going to be let out into the simulation is not aware of it and doesn't know how to interact with it. And that's the world that we have. But that's the world that we had and we can change it to another one.